Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cakap Tarik. My name is Sharul Samri, and I'm your host for tonight's show. Earlier tonight, we had the opportunity to talk to Mr. Shah Ibrahim, the founder of Orange, and right now, it's an honor and privilege for me to welcome someone very, very important. He is the Speaker of Parliament and Member of Parliament for Marine Parade GRC. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tan Chuan Chin. Welcome, Speaker, sir, to the show.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Very busy and very a lot of people as usual. So looking forward to joining the crowds.
Yes, you see. So, Speaker, sir, I have a few questions for you, but don't get distracted by all these wonderful delicacy that's right in
And
front
you
of
shouldn't
us.
put it in front of me.
Yes. Okay. What are some of your memorable experiences at Geylang Serai Bazaar?
Well, I guess being the MP here, we've been organizing this in the last couple of years. I think the main thing really is to try to see how to organize a platform and an opportunity for people to come together. And that's really the spirit of it, you know. Earlier I was listening, we're talking about the bazaars of the past and the present. I would say that the semangat is the same. It's really about families, or the keluarga, or the teman-teman berkumpul di sini. That's really the heart of it. And I think and whether you have hipster food, traditional food, it's just a platform, an opportunity. But it's really always very exciting to see so many people, and also other Singaporeans, not just Muslims, but also foreigners coming here. And I think that's really, really exciting to see.
So moving on, which part of the bazaar itself is your favorite?
I guess the food, as always. Not always very healthy, I suppose, but never mind. The food, and I think what we've done this year is taking on board the feedback. We have also made sure that there's a lot more space. Rather than maximize the number of stalls, we try to make sure there's more open spaces, places for the guests to sit down, enjoy the food, wider walkways, and also curating the mix of food so that there's also a bit more of the traditional as well, but the modern and the hipster elements which so many Singaporeans look forward to is also there. So people can look forward to different things.
And Mr. Speaker, sir, do not forget the carpets that we have laid.
Oh yes.
They are much better
How
quality.
are they doing
All
so
the way
far?
from Terminal 4.
Oh, really? Okay. But how are they doing so far?
Oh yeah, so good, so good. So far, so good. And I think they have enjoyed it. And it has been something totally different, never imagined
indeed.
before, to be something laid on the platform or the walking streets of the Bazaar Raya Geylang Serai.
So I think sometimes the idea is that less is more.
Exactly.
Rather than maximizing everything, just sometimes having a bit fewer stalls, but having a bit more space makes for a much more enjoyable experience.
I think let's move on to something that is very, very appetizing right now, just right in front of us. So,
Isn't kurang
Speaker, sir.
manis?
This one,
I was saying that you all should change your name. So Teh Tarik Kurang Manis.
Teh
Then
Tarik Kurang Manis.
HPB
We will take
will
that
be
into
happier.
consideration. Yes.
Less is more.
Huh? Yeah,
Less
less
is
is
more. Okay, Speaker, sir, I'd like to recommend you a few bazaar selection here.
Delicacies, yeah.
We have the traditional ota-ota. We also have the apam balik, and this is something new. The youngster will call it something a hipster. Okay, all I know is it's made of truffle sauce with a bit of hash brown. So, would you like to taste it? I would recommend you on this one. Yeah,
Which one?
yeah, this
hash
one.
brown.
Yeah, give me this one. This is really
I'm the only one
something-
eating it.
Yeah, Mr.
You
Shah,
need to eat
yeah,
also
feel
lah,
free.
right?
Yeah,
Don't feel so bad.
Okay, so yeah, you can try the ota-ota. I think it's something
You must
special.
also
Yeah,
eat
no.
one. Otherwise, I'm the only one
I
eating.
said to make sure to finish the leftovers and all. So much
Yes.
food here. Well, it looks good, definitely.
So, Speaker, sir, what do you think about the hash brown with the truffle sauce and all that?
Something different.
A bit different.
I haven't had that
Something
before.
new. Okay, now let's try something that is very traditional. The ota-ota. This is from
This
Apam
is
Balik.
appetizing.
Apam Balik, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
from
he
the
seems like he's
wok.
enjoying. Wow, he loves your
This-
So I should try
ota-ota.
this also.
That's the apam balik itself, yeah. As what he was saying just now, it's apam balik here. It is
In
martabak manis in Indonesia.
Yes, yes, I heard.
In
Yeah.
Pulau
That's right.
Pinang
Yep.
is
And it's apam Pulau Pinang across
yes,
the
Yours
border.
is
Yeah.
different, same but different name.
Different
sometimes,
name,
huh? Different name,
same,
same thing.
same item.
But the way of preparation also different, I'm sure. Sometimes.
It's basically the same, I think. Even if you go to Brunei, you go to Indonesia, it's basically
way
what
they
they
prepare
need
is
is
the
the pan. Yes, basically it's the same. But I feel the ingredients, where it comes from, the quality of it, and the way they actually prepare it and everything else. That
Somewhat
actually
new though.
makes
This
them.
one like a bit of Nutella.
They have a different flavors. This is something what I like. This is what we used to call the knowledge-based economy, KBE, that we used to promote before. I would say they have improvised, actually. This is what we call apam balik
So it's
progressive.
traditional, but also modern.
Also new.
in a
And this is
sense.
what you have seen actually, Mr. Speaker, sir. These are the product done by the young entrepreneurs.
But some of the entrepreneurs are also not so young.
Yes.
But also it's really good to see
We
that
have a good
not
mix,
just young
actually.
people,
Exactly.
but even older entrepreneurs coming
Yes, sir.
in.
Because when you taste the otak-otak, does it remind you of the olden days?
I'm not that old, lah, but yeah, well, but I think Ota has generally remained quite consistent, I think, in terms of the way it's
The
prepared.
ways it's been
I've not tried, are there modern Ota? I'm sure there is, but
Yeah, it is
most
a
of the
little bit
Ota I've
of-
tried largely quite traditional in nature. So this is quite similar. This one I think with
Apam
with
balik,
I
yes.
think like Nutella maybe.
Yeah, Nutella,
Peanut
some
one a bit
blueberry,
different.
they have different
So
flavors.
truffle
actually.
definitely.
Truffle tots, yes.
Truffle is definitely new. The burger I haven't tried.
Okay.
I should try. Okay, lah. Have less carbo, just eat the meat.
Just the meat.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out more about this wonderful and delicious cuisine, how about head down to Bazaar Raya Geylang Serai, and yes, you can find a lot of wonderful food experiences. If you are not here for the food, you can actually go around to look out for traditional outfit, baju raya, and all that. Okay, and of course, you need to immerse into the once a year kind of experiences. Okay, only here at Geylang Serai. So here's a
I
napkin
think it's
for
still
you.
probably the best bazaar, I think.
Exactly.
Media and Woodland.
And sir, actually, I am
Tampines.
proud to say you can also see a non-Malay selling the Malay traditional outfit. I've seen our Chinese Singaporean doing that, and I feel that is good of respecting and also the cross culture, and also yes, they're doing business, but also suited to where they are actually.
No,
So
indeed.
that is
I think, like I
something
said,
special.
it's an opportunity for the community to get
For this-
together.
for all Singaporeans,
For all
actually.
Singaporeans. And I think it's about learning, I think not just about the traditions, but I think also the culture and the history behind why this is so important to the Malay Muslim community. But I think that's Singapore, right? I mean, just as, during Chinese New Year in Chinatown, and then or Deepavali in Little India, I think we all partake in our various celebrations, and the more that we take part in each other's celebrations, I think the better for it. It makes it more interesting, but at the same time, I think we're also learning at the same time.
Okay, so speaking about celebration, I just said that Marine Parade Town Council just celebrated its 30th anniversary. So what's your vision for the GRC and its resident?
Well, I think it's really about people coming together. I mean, I know it seems to be a repeat, but it's really about building a community. When we talk about nation building, it sounds like a very big concept, but what it comes down to is making friends, neighbors getting to know each other, and I guess opportunities like this, even at the bazaar, it's where people come together. As you interact, your tolerance level goes up. There's a lot more mutual understanding, and as you participate in community activities, as you know people, you also begin to know of issues early, and that's where you can collaborate and begin to help each other and look out for each other. And that's really at the heart of it. Although we perhaps might not have always articulated it that way, but I think all along, the heart of it is about how we care for each other. And the wonderful thing is that it's free. It just takes a bit of time.
So, speakers, before we wrap up tonight's show, do you have any words for viewers at home? Since Hari Raya also is around the corner, do you have any things to say to them?
Well, I guess for all our guests and friends just outside here, do enjoy yourselves. Thank you for being here. And kepada semua teman-teman Muslim, teman-teman Islam, selamat berpuasa, selamat Hari Raya.
Thank you, speakers. And how about you, Mr. Shah Ibrahim?
Right. For those of you out there, actually, so do come back. I think we have repeat visitors, Alhamdulillah, and we look forward to actually enjoy the rest of the Ramadan and also until the Eve of Hari Raya right here at Bazaar Raya Geylang Serai. Thank you.
But I would like to take this moment to say thank you to our speakers for
you.
gracing tonight's show. Thank you for coming down and experiencing
the food.
Bazaar Raya Geylang Serai. And of course, thank you to Mr. Shah
Thank you,
Ibrahim.
thank you,
He's the founder for Orange. Thank you very much for spending your time with us.